My apparatus projects particles which may be relatively large or of microscopic dimensions, enabling us to convey to a small area at a great distance trillions of times more energy than is possible with rays of any kind. Many thousands of horsepower can thus be transmitted by a stream thinner than a hair, so that nothing can resist. The nozzle would send concentrated beams of particles through the free air of such tremendous energy that they will bring down a fleet of 10,000 enemy airplanes at a distance of 200 miles from a defending nation's border and will cause armies to drop dead in their tracks.
This is the way Nikola Tesla described his death ray, ironically meant to be a weapon of peace. In 1937, Tesla went to great lengths to assure his audience that he had indeed successfully tested the weapon earlier in his career. On June 30th, 1908, an explosion occurred over the Stony Tunguska River in Siberia. The airburst lasted for an hour and left an area the size of London, England, completely torched by a force estimated to be 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb that fell on Hiroshima, Japan in 1945. It is estimated that the blast knocked down nearly 80 million trees over 830 square miles, yet no human deaths were recorded. Natives in the area are said to have observed a column of bluish light nearly as bright as the sun moving across the sky in a beam. After about 10 minutes there was a large flash and sound similar to artillery fire. The prevailing theory for what caused the Tunguska event has been a meteor crash, even though even the earliest investigations of the impact rule out meteoric impact. Other theories presented about the event: collision with a miniature black hole or piece of antimatter, a UFO craft explosion, and angry gods. The turn of the century saw Nikola Tesla working on free global wireless communication transmission. He dreamed of worldwide communication via the electric current of the Earth. Thanks to funding from J.P. Morgan, he was able to build a lab in Long Island, New York. His lab was part of the Wardenclyffe Tower, which stood 187 feet tall and was completed around 1905. After a series of setbacks, the lab was shut down in 1906, and all of his employees were laid off. Parts of the tower remained in use through 1907, and the property on which the tower sat was foreclosed on in 1908. One story alleges that on the evening of June 30th, 1908, a frustrated and humiliated Nikola Tesla test-fired his death ray from the tower, perhaps aiming for the North Pole. When Tesla found out about the Tunguska event, he dismantled the weapon and destroyed his papers, deeming it too dangerous to remain in existence. Nikola Tesla famously gave presentations to the scientific community and would wow his audience with demonstrations. He was a great showman of the time, often rubbing elbows with contemporaries Mark Twain and Robert Underwood Johnson. For Tesla to have tested his death ray and to have barely mentioned it is extraordinary and notable itself, unless there was a good reason. What do you think caused the event at Tunguska? Was Nikola Tesla involved? Let us know in the comments, and like, share, subscribe, and stay strange.